the darkness of Brandon, who returns to the stump today as Joe Biden officially starts doing 2024 campaign events and is going reportedly to deliver the message that democracy depends on him, on his reelection. And now we see the strategy unfolding. The New York Times did a long piece on it this week, and we're going to hear more of it today. The Biden strategy of running on Bidenomics and his record is failing. You've seen Trump is leading him in all 7 of the swing states, among likely voters, among registered voters. He's just crushing. So they've got to do something different. And so they're going to go back with a strategy, Jesse, that, let's face it, has worked for the Democrats in 20, in 22, and even in, to some extent, the 23 special elections, which is make it all about Trump. Trump, democracy dies in darkness, that kind of thing. What do you make of it?
I think it's, as much as I despise it and despise him, it is brilliant politics that's very effective. It was earlier this week, Megyn, Brandon Johnson, that idiot mayor of Chicago, that commie piece of trash who's just wrecking the city, he gave a speech, and he's very unpopular there, including by the areas that elected him, because the city's full of illegals, it's full of crime now, where everyone's looking around, oh my gosh, how could this happen? Anyway, so he gets up and he gives a speech, Megyn, and he starts talking about the Confederacy. Well, this is Jefferson Davis and the Confederacy. And everyone kind of rolled their eyes and mocked him, but it was brilliant. Yeah, you hate me, you hate me, you hate me. But look over there. They're even worse. There's the demons over there. It's really all Joe Biden has. He's going to do the exact same thing for Trump. There's no record to run on. Joe Biden is not popular at all. But they understand, because of media poisoning and messaging, which they've been very effective of, Donald Trump is not popular either. And so they're going to make sure the election is about Trump and not Joe Biden. And I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, whenever they talk about Trump, Biden's numbers do go up. And I don't know that Trump's exactly go down, but Democrats and independents get reminded of the drama that's around Trump that they didn't really enjoy. Maybe they enjoyed his policies, but they didn't enjoy his behavior around J6. And just when he was in office, there was a lot of drama where you kind of want to be thinking about your own life, not the life of the guy sitting in the Oval, right? Like, that's kind of the ideal government, where that's one benefit of Joe Biden is you don't hear from him that often. He's the shrinking executive because he has to be. Sadly, he's actually running a lot of crazy ass left-wing policies out of that Oval, thanks to the people around him. But in any event, I agree with you. I think it's a smart strategy. Whether it's going to overcome the deficit that already exists, I don't know. We've got, 11 months now, and those are going to include 4 criminal trials for Trump and so on and so forth. So, I mean, how do you see it now? A lot of Republicans I talked to out in Montana over the weekend, or the vacation, they're feeling bullish. They're feeling like Trump's going to get it and Trump's going to win.
Yeah, I don't think I echo that. No, I'm not saying he's not, but I definitely don't echo the optimism, because this is what I see out there right now, Megyn. There's so many parts of this evil system we have in this country that are going to go all in to try to make sure Donald Trump can never be elected president again. People talk about the ballot. They're removing Trump from the ballot in Colorado. They're removing him from the ballot in Maine. We have the indictments. We have this and that. And people ask me all the time, hey, Jesse, what are they planning? What are they planning? What are they planning? The answer is everything. Everything. Every different commie in this system, from secretaries of state to the commie street trash to the senators, doesn't matter which one they are, they're all going to go all in with whatever it takes to try to smear Trump, stop Trump, everything else. Are they going to be successful? I don't have any idea. I don't have a crystal ball. But they were successful last time, Megyn, when Donald Trump was president of the United States of America. That's before he was convicted of any felonies, which he will be, as unjust and stupid as that is. He's going to be convicted of felonies. The media is going to make him out to be a disastrous insurrectionist felon. And is that too much for the norms and normas of this country to vote for? I don't have the answer to that question, but I don't feel near as confident as everyone else right now. Honestly, I roll my eyes, Megyn, when I see people on the right talk about the poll numbers. Look at the polls. The polls look great. The right does this thing where the left will make us eat 10 pounds of cow crap, and the second they hand us a mint to wash the taste out of our mouth, we celebrate it like it's some kind of a victory. I remember when Trump got arrested in Atlanta, and they put his mugshot up there. They arrested the former president over ridiculous charges, and they're going to send him to prison for that. He's going to go to state prison in Georgia if he gets convicted to that. No ifs, ands, or buts, because of the appeals process there. And the right spent an entire day celebrating how cool the mugshot was. We're not even playing the same game here. They're all in on their game. They're all in. They are going to do everything they can to destroy him, destroy his people, and everything else. And we still pretend like it's a game on our side. Wow, did you see the new AT poll? I find it to be childlike and ridiculous, to be honest.
Well, and one bad thing about, those polls is, the polls look pretty good before those 2022 midterms too. Yeah. And we all know how that worked out without the last minute conviction of any of those candidates and so on. So you're right. It's fraught with peril. People ask me all the time, same thing, like what's going to happen? And I think it's like obvious at this point that Trump's going to get the nomination. Something absolutely catastrophic would have to happen for him not to get the nomination. But am I that confident he's actually going to win? I'm not, because the Democrats are very good at what they do. And they're very disciplined. And, I was talking to somebody today, like friends with a diehard Democrat, and that Democrat was saying, what do you mean? He's not too old. What do you mean? He's totally competent. What do you mean what's happening at the border? So there are a lot of these Democrats who are maybe well-educated but low information voters who they don't have the problems with Joe Biden that you might or I might, and are fully prepared to rush to the polls and to get the caravans to go vote for him. And God knows what else will happen on Election Day. I don't know. It's dark. Okay. There are other candidates in the race. He's not. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry. That reminded me of a story. Speaking of Chicago, sorry to interrupt it. No. What you just said reminded me of a story. I was on vacation myself a couple weeks ago and ended up at a big table, and there were a couple liberal white women there. The most evil creatures on the planet. And they were from Chicago. And they were bragging, these are rich white women, and they were bragging about how they voted for Brandon Johnson. And one of them called him BJ. That's like they were buddies. That's all. I love BJ. We love BJ. And other people at the table, it wasn't really a political talk, but they started talking about the crime situation in Chicago, how bad it was. People were getting shot and robbed. And verbatim, Megyn, on my life, cross my heart and hope to die. This is what she said. Well, yeah, you might get robbed, but you won't get targeted. What?
What does that mean?
That was honestly what she said, Megyn. I know it. Well, you might get robbed, Megyn. If you go to Chicago, they might stick a gun in your face and take your wallet, but they're not going to seek you out to murder you. So what's the big deal? What are you complaining about? That's how far gone these people are. Some of these people, Megyn. Some of these people are so far gone. Their entire worldview has been built up by this. You can't pull it out like a game of Jenga, or their entire world comes crumbling down. That woman could get mugged tonight, Megyn. Tonight on her way home, that woman could get assaulted and mugged, and she would wake up tomorrow and vote Democrat. I don't know how you fix that.
The Megyn Kelly Show is supported by Grand Canyon University. Founded in 1949, GCU is a private Christian university that's dedicated to delivering an affordable and transformative higher education. Their vibrant campus is located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. And according to niche.com, it's ranked a top 25 best campus in the country. As of June 2023, GCU also offers 270 of its 330 academic programs online, which allows you the freedom to earn your degree on your time from wherever you are. At GCU, your degree, whether it's a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, integrates the free market system and a welcoming Christian worldview. Learn more about GCU's programs, competitive tuition rates, and scholarship offers from your university counselor. They're part of the supportive graduation team that takes a personalized approach to helping you achieve your academic goals, walking alongside you every step of the way. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. For more info or to enroll, visit gcu.edu. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.